everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays West of Loathing, where we solved some puzzles on our last episode as we approach the end of the game, I'm sure. But we have some puzzles yet to solve as well. Like, for example, East Roberto containment is online. West Roberto containment is offline. So we need to figure out where to probably put a battery in order to complete West Roberto containment. I thought there was a place we went to that like had a battery that we could have placed around here, but we didn't have a battery at the time. In the meantime, we'll engage in a little bit of combat. Oh my god, I just realized! This whole time, it's only been 48 seconds, but oh my god, the video was like totally offset. Okay, give me a sec. Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Is this... Okay, here we go. Sorry, that's my bad. I'll leave that in out of laziness, but also because it's hilarious. Get dusted, Jan. I have recorded a whole episodes with that on, which is sad to say. One thing we could do, by the way... Oh, you know what? We had curious abandoned well. What about a curious flat plain? Anything curious might just mean it has something to do with the Vibrato. You find a makeshift grave. The wooden marker has been carved with the epitaph, not from around here, but a real square little fella. Dig it up. Old engagement ring. Just sell it. Grave dirt. Burial whiskey. The best kind of whiskey, obviously. Alright! Big Vibrato gizmo. And then when we go down here... we got something. Select secondary terminal. Local power. Right now it's going to the municipal sedative pipeline. Let's set that power to go to Roberto containment. And then primary terminal. Secondary terminal. Weather adjustment terminal. Decrease weather adjustment machine power. Good. Maybe. Primary terminal. Garbage terminal. Garbage return. A huge pile of Vibrato scrap materializes with a thud. 33 Vibrato scraps? What if we increase the weather machine power? No, it was already increased. Okay. So we moved power to Roberto containment. Let's put it back. There we go. Then, I just want to see what's going on with this weather thing once we come back out. Still quite rainy, huh? But the thing that we used to control the weather is now gone, so that's terrifying. We're gonna go back to the Curious Well. You find an abandoned crate on the side of the trail addressed to 4 trees, and I guess whoever was in charge of delivering it figured, well, screw these guys, open it up, field trauma, full canteen. Is it the abandoned well? No, it's the False Mountain, isn't it? 1 second here. Go back to False Mountain. I've been to these mines enough that I should know, like, off the back of my hand what every single one of them is, but I gotta figure out the one that is Roberto containment, which is the one I just came from, embarrassingly enough. But I'm pretty sure this is where we ended the recent episode, so this is probably... Oh no, this is the other one. Dang it, dude. Wait, where's the power going right now? 1 second. Roberto containment. That's perfect. This thing makes things. We can also put scraps in it and get something out of it, but we don't need to do that. And we can't make anything else old or new here. Ah! Was it Deepest Delve that we were just in? It may have been. To be honest, I'm not that confident in it, but we'll figure it out. I have the bare minimum level of guidance is what I've been given to finish this puzzle, and I'm happy with that because I'm kind of like, you know, trying to Sherlock Holmes it, or Herlock Sholmes it for myself at least. And it's taken some time here, but I can't help but feel like we're closing in on this being done. It has power now. You can see the power going through it. Okay, so speak with this thing. Online. Initialize Roberto containment system. No country for old gods. is the achievement I just got. Whoa, whatever that was, it felt pretty important. This definitely wasn't here before. Take the crown. You got an item. El Vibrato crown. +7 muscle, +7 mysticality, +7 moxie. Okay. Okay. So, we're the king of the... Maybe we'll go speak to the professor and tell him about all this stuff that's happened? I mean, we pretty much solved this mystery for him, like, 99%. You spy a burned-out ranch on the horizon and pull Tim up to investigate. There's nothing much of interest above ground, but you find a locked door leading down to a presumably still intact root cellar. Pick the lock, sarsaparilla, clove drop, surgical gin, and blood-building tonic. I'm hopeful that when we wear this crown in here, he's gonna be like, dude, what are you doing? Okay, we've already seen this machine here. What would you like to make? Don't make anything. That won't be necessary. The professor is examining something with intense concentration. My dude, look at me. I'm wearing an El Vibrato crown. What do you think we should do next? They want us to, like, go do the final cutscene? I don't think we've solved the problem yet. Let's go back to Abandoned Mine. This El Vibrato stuff is like the Da Vinci Code. We also still have not found the Necromancer's lair. Okay, so what we'll do after this is we'll go back to the circus if we don't solve our problems here. Oh no. Because the circus definitely still has an unresolved quest line. So we've definitely taken everything here. West Central Storage Facility. But there was also... Don't hate me for this. I mean, this is on the way anyway. There was a... the teleporter was in one of these. It's a stankabove, a cow skull floating in a cloud of noxious vapors. And it saw you even before you smelled it. We'll attack it. If we have like a real final boss to fight, he is so done. But I just want to take the teleporter and see if maybe, you know, there's a room with the Roberto in it now or something, and he's like, hey, now you've imprisoned me or freed me? I don't fully know. But I'm committed to sussing out the remaining mysteries that are at hand here. Perfection is perfected, so I'll let him understand it from a young G's perspective, etc., etc. Yeah, I know, hey. One day I'm gonna try to solve your problems, but I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. Come down here. It's the quick gate facility. Toggle quick gate. Go through the quick gate. This thing's mad broken. Positronic reactor's online. We can't turn it offline without fabricating like a piece of a screen, or might never be able to turn it online. So this is the wrong mine to be in. Okay, let's temporarily go back to the surface and just relieve ourselves from this pressure right here. You see a wagon broken down by the side of the road. Well, if we're being honest, it's getting attacked by horrible monsters, and probably more likely what happened than a simple mechanical failure. We just managed to investigate. Most of the easy pickings have predictably already been picked, easily, but there's still a safe that was presumably too heavy for the scavengers to move. We finally have safe cracking, so we got some free meat. Back to this nightmare. So we were supposed to go backstage. If we even can now. I guess we go this way. There we go, backstage. Hopefully this is like some necromancer talk. The wagon is old but well maintained. A brass plaque on the door reads Barnaby Bob, confirming your suspicions. Peek in the window. You see Barnaby Bob sitting at a desk. He seems to be inspecting a large map, but you can't make out any details from here. Knock on the door politely. You knock on the door. Come on in, Barnaby Bob calls. You open the door and walk into Barnaby Bob's office. He looks up from his desk, surprised to see you. You? Here, I thought I made myself perfectly clear the last time we met, and yet you knock politely and walk straight into the lion's mouth. You are either extremely brave or extraordinarily foolish, boy. Both, I might hazard to guess. I've got some questions that need answered. And you think I'm going to answer them? If I didn't find you amusing, I'd have vanished you off the face of this earth. For what little you know already. I appreciate that, but I can't just leave this situation unresolved. What curiosity did to the cat is going to seem like a Sunday picnic compared to what I'll do to you if you anger me, boy. Go ahead and ask your questions, but bear in mind I already gave you fair warning. Who are you? Why, I'm Barnaby Bob, at your service, sir. You know what I mean. And if my estimation of your intelligence was not entirely off the mark, you already know the dang answer. You are wasting my time and yours, and you have precious little. What are you doing here? Straight to the heart of the matter. Well, now I had you pegged as a clever one, so why don't you tell me? You're here because of the cows. Perhaps you've got a brain rattling around in that skull of yours after all, boy. That's correct. The cows came home, as you say, and we followed them. Why? Why? Don't disappoint me now that you've impressed me, kid. Think about it. Your age-old enemy that you've been fighting since time out of mind, ups and leaves, no farewell, no postcard. Wouldn't you want to know what the heck was going on? You don't know? Dear, oh dear, I've gone and said something I probably shouldn't have. Buddy, you are treading on some dangerously thin ice right now. I hope you're thanking your lucky stars that I consider you to be essentially insignificant. I can hear those gears ticking in that 3-pound dog's dinner you call a brain, son. Now it's my turn to ask a question. How are you going to convince me that I shouldn't just make you disappear like a fart in a tornado? Well, make it good, Nor Thernlion. Make it good because you get one chance at this. You need me. Do I now? And what, pray tell, do I need you for? My freak show is plenty full. There aren't enough of you to be an army. You're just a scouting party. You're reconnaissance. You're here to gather information. Yes, and? You can't do that efficiently. Not the way you guys look. You stand out too much. You need a human scout. Don't you play games with me, Sonny Jim. You're talking to Barnaby Bob, Duke of Hell. And I can make your worst personal nightmares look like a choir of softly singing angels. I'm serious. Look, I'm not your enemy. The cows are. And if you're after the cows, not humans, then you aren't my enemy either. The enemy of my enemy... Can't imagine we'll ever be friends, Bob, but so long as it's mutually profitable, I think we can come to an arrangement. You promise to leave the people of this world alone, and I'll tell you everything I find out about the cows. I gotta hand it to you, kid. You may well be the first human being to ever leave old Barnaby Bob speechless. We got a deal? All right, I agree. We won't make any trouble for the humans. You bring me anything of interest you find about the cows. Hell, if it's good, I might even pay you. Good. You're a smart fellow, Northernlion. You better be smart enough to know that didn't know what'll happen if you double-cross me. Mama didn't raise a fool. Good for her. He shows you the map on his desk. There's a location circled in red not far from Dirtwater marked Tannery. This'll get you started. There's an old tannery a ways south of here. Oh, that place. I pretty much cleared it out already. Did you now? Well, I must say I admire your initiative. If you found anything interesting there, I'd sure appreciate a look-see. Did we find anything interesting there? I've killed some cows if you're interested in bounties. Give him all 4 cow tongues. Dope. Well, at any rate, that's a few more cows that won't be telling any more tales. Give him all cow fangs. Well, now, I'll have to fashion myself a necklace or something, I suppose. Give him all brass rings. Ha, the shine of gold made all the shinier by spite. Well done, Northernlion. Give him all 6 cow fragments. Cow soul fragments. Well, now, these will provide a little merriment in the dull times. You've earned yourself some meat, my friend. 3 ungulith horns. My oh my, you've been a busy little beaver, my friend. And a cow's eye. And that's it. Dude, we got rich there. I checked out the tannery you mentioned. Did you now? And what did you discover? A bunch of animated cow hides, plus a whole cow skeleton with a bunch of leather just sort of draped over it. They were able to animate the leather? That's interesting, though not wholly unexpected. There's more to it. There was leather there that wasn't possessed, and we'd know if they could animate any old leather because of people's hats and stuff. I think it's just untanned hides. Well, now that is information worth knowing. How nice it is when an arrangement works out to mutual benefit. There's more where that came from if you can tell me about this tanning process. There's a plant called cow's bane. They use it in tanning leather. Apparently the cows hate it and attack anyone growing it. Fascinating, that's valuable information indeed. If you can provide me with a sample or even a supply, I will reward you handsomely. Give Barnaby Bob the bale of cow's bane. You hesitate. Barnaby Bob will surely give you a lot of meat for all this cow's bane. But depending on your priorities, there might be better uses for it. Okay, do not give him the bale. That's all for now. Okay. You got another quest for me? Okay, I'm gonna give him the bale. Sure, we might be able to use it to like one-hit KO the final boss or something. I don't care. Give him the bale. I want more information if possible. Cow's bane, more of it than I've ever seen in one place since the cows came home, I'd wager. Can't see what's so special about it myself. It just looks like weeds to me. But I can tell you aren't honking my nose, so I will accept this gift graciously and with thanks. I'm looking for something a bit more tangible. He gives us 1,000 meat. I don't really care about the meat either, but I thought maybe you'd have some more information. Anything else, dude? Nothing, huh? What if we, like, leave, re-enter? We just completed your quest line? Kind of a bummer, all things considered. I was hoping we would get a little more than that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a bit of a detour here. I'd like to go into my journal, which I wish we could just search for. Journal. Necromancer's journal. Read it. West of the mountains. Few possibilities by interpreting data about ley lines. Your knowledge of mushrooms allowed you to narrow down the location to a strip of land between the Big Canyon and the mountains between there and Dirtwater. Between Big Canyon and the mountains between there and Dirtwater. Between Big Canyon and the mountains between there and Dirtwater. What is Big Canyon? Because I'm looking at this. Mountains to the west of Dirtwater. Where's my canyons at? Is this Big Canyon? Because Buffalo Pile was like... Was that the Necromancer's lair? Surely not, right? Take me back to Abandoned Mine for a second. I may have to get, like... I'm playing a different game now. Dude, I love Goblin Tongue. I don't mean I'm playing a different video game. I mean, this game has changed. No longer am I'm like doing detective work. Hello, look, sculptures I am making. You are buying an art, yes? Well, buying an art or killing? Talk to it. Wow, geez, that's a little over the top. Buying art now. Okay. How much wanting for one of these art? 300 meats. Dude, I'll buy it. Buy a driftwood shield. 300 meat driftwood sculpture. Dude, I just supported a local business. You might think I got ripped off. I don't care. I supported a local business. So I thought it would be like something in here. This could be the canyon. This isn't water, so this is probably a canyon. Now that where am I going? Over on the side of the road, you spot a lone and gloomy grave marker with a lone and gloomy man in a black robe digging up a grave with a shovel. Hey, what are you doing? The hooded figure looks back at you, looks at the shovel, looks at the grave, and looks back at you. Do I really need to explain? I mean, why are you doing it? Well, it's for necromancy practice, right? I mean, you gotta get the bodies from somewhere. That's despicable. This is necromancer's territory now. Your moral outrage isn't really my concern. Did you say shrug? Convince him this is pointless. Buddy, you aren't going to get much practice out of this grave. This is one of those markers they put up to commemorate the site of road accidents. There's no body buried here. What, really? Well, crap. Give me that shovel and scram while I fix your dumb mess. We got a shovel. And also 30 experience. I did not want to go to the Baker Boys' hideout. So assuming this is the canyon, then the Necromancer's lair would be like somewhere over here. Is it this spot? Or is it actually Buffalo Pile and I've been looking for like a wild goose chase this whole time? Let's go to Hellstrom Ranch first and then wander. Stop right there. Prove your allegiance, for I'll suffer no cultists in this place. Could you be more specific? The Necromancer's cultists, the skeleton guys. Accuse the accuser. Well, now, wait a minute. I'm not the one in the dark cloak jumping out at people. How do I know you're not a cultist? I kill cultists. With what? That evil-looking knife? Because that's not culty at all. No, sir. I take their knives and use them against them as poetic justice. So the masked stranger brandishing a literal cult dagger at me is claiming he isn't a cultist. Hey, this isn't about me. Just get out of here. It's like a Twitter argument. Okay. So, I mean, I'm assuming he's... Wait a minute. I would like to enter this portal. Right, we saw this before. Give me a chance to... I'm just gonna fight some cows while I think about where we're going here. Smart play. Smart play. I think our game plan is to wander here. I might be a total idiot and it might actually be Buffalo Pile, but I don't think it is. Wander me this way. Yeah. You take a shortcut through what used to be an old cow graveyard. Suddenly, the entire graveyard worth of bones clatters together in a giant antagonistic pillar of evil. Well, I think that you will offer very little damage, very little threat, I should say, considering we do 542 damage per turn. Alright, you see, because I want to, like, wander around here, please. Whoa, excuse me? You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the site of the impact and find a meteor. 1,470 meat, but we lost our pick. At the side of the trail, you spot a young cowboy staring sourly at his reflection in a puddle, trying to get his hat cocked at a maximally jaunty angle. Give him some advice. You walk up to him and deftly flick his hat into place. His downward expression becomes a smile, but by the time he turns around to thank you, you've ridden off into the sunset. That's all it takes in this day and age. I get by with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friend. Cheers. Okay. Well, the wandering has proven quite fruitless. Did I miss something at Buffalo Pile in the heart of Lothingica? Because, I mean, this looks like a necromancer's hideout. Don't get me wrong. It's covered in cow bones everywhere. We also did necromancy here. So, you'll forgive me if I'm thinking that it's like an option here. Bones rule. Hide in the wardrobe. Wait. You wait and wait for somebody to enter the room so you can eavesdrop them, but nobody ever shows up because they're all dead. Oh yeah, I remember that. Is this like Junior Necromancer's place? Is there a backside to Buffalo Pile? Just should have read that probably, but... Oh, maybe it's down here. It could be in this spot. Ooh! He's a tanning goblin. An odd flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin with a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect sunlight onto a pair of leather boots. Hey, hello, what doing? Tanning, I'm a tanner. You are tanning boots? Yes, sun using to making very tan. I don't think that's how it works, but I guess you're the expert. What? Haggle over the boots. How much do you sell a boots? 250 meats. That is too much. Oh no, I will asking again, and you asking for less. Oh, this is haggling, okay. 249 meats. That is too much. 248 meats. Never mind. Attack them. I'm sorry. You did this to me by trying to art of the deal me. Overly tanned boots. They weren't that good anyway. I hate killing the goblins, dude. It doesn't feel right. I'm gonna wander like 2 more times, then I might end the episode waiting for like some inspiration to pop into my head about where to go here. Okay. Your involuntary risk-taking is rewarded when you find a high-tech crate. Sadly, it's locked. We need a keystone. Your transponder, blah, blah, blah. El Vibrato. We got scraps and a punch card, aka unnecessary. We're gonna shoot some snakes, which shooting Annie could theoretically take down. Also, like, it's possible that one of these mines is the cultist's hideout. Is it the Madness Maw mine? The Madness Marmite? Oh, we've ridden right into the middle of a herd of pyro bows. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Okay, I wish you hadn't shot that one, but that's okay. They only have 88 HP each, so... Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have shot at the one behind. Originally, that was my intention. We actually might take some damage here. We have so much experience I've got to spend anyway, but... Let's see how this goes. Yeah, that's, like, definitely not an insignificant amount of damage. That is, though. Please don't fart on me and tell me it's acid rain, okay? Take some smelling salts, which we have infinity. And then take some more smelling salts. And then use Shootin' Annie and make them wish that they were dead. Close to perfect. Lucky us. Alright, 50 XP, bunch of cow nonsense. I'm pretty sure we've been here probably a million times since the last few episodes, but we gotta check regardless. Wait a minute, wait a minute. False wall. Maybe, maybe not. Clothing fabrication. No, I don't want to make clothes. I want to solve the mystery of where to find the necromancer. I think at this point, I'm pretty much just gonna have to accept that I'm gonna have to look it up. I resent it mildly, but I accept it wholeheartedly. Although I wish it weren't so. Dear Jeff, the big guy says to stay out of here. Well, this is a mystery to be solved on another day. We got the crown on this episode and we talked to Barnaby Bob. Revealed the conspiracy of the rodeo clowns to hunt down the cows. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Check out West of Loathing on Steam. It's linked in the video description below. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching and I will see you next time.